Been a second.
It has been a little bit.
And she's doing really good.
Chloe's next. She doesn't even know.
Yeah,
Chloe
she
likes
does.
baths. She probably. Chloe likes baths. She just doesn't like the process of it. She likes the way she feels
Oh,
afterwards.
she's so happy after.
She gets so happy because her fur as a husky is such a big deal for her that whenever it's clean, she's so much happier. Because right now she's dusty and gross, and so once
A little bit more so.
yeah.
Back part of her and her tail.
Yeah.
Down here. Oh, my god.
No.
Put it on her tail. Oh, I guess that's fine.
Sorry.
It's okay. Rub that on you, baby.
The shaky puppies.
I just try to really get in there, you know?
I know what you mean.
And get the tail.
Try not to step on any like poop or anything.
Watch the little tail. She's licking it. She likes to lick something. I don't know why. Okay.
She is absolutely adorable. Almost done. This process is a little hard to do just because she's so big. It's going to be even rougher whenever she gets larger because she is only 5 months right now. And she hates the water. She hates the water. So I'm going to help Kristen because Daisy got out. So I'm going to help
It's
her.
raining.
Okay, I'll see you guys after I get done.
I know that you just basically saw us watching the dogs, but we're going to switch the mood and tell you guys a little bit about our story. Be sincere.
Be sincere.
Yeah.
Yeah, be sincere.
I'm telling you to be sincere.
I am going to be sincere. I sincerely am going to tell our story.
Okay, then you go
Part
first.
of it. Part of it.
Tell me from the very beginning of meeting me,
Okay.
or the first time that you were like, whoa, I kind of think that I want to be with this person.
Okay. So, the first time was, and then...
Eric, stop. You make it sound like you don't care.
I do care. I do.
Do you? Do. No, just kidding. Go.
Okay, so I guess we started by going to church together.
Yeah, but
And
when was the
then-
first time you saw me at church?
I don't remember exactly.
I remember.
It was we were like I was like in 8th grade and you were like in 8th grade. That's whenever I first remember. And then maybe it was that summer.
Crash camp?
Yeah. 2011 crash camp. We obviously met in church, but we never had like an exchange until we were
Conversation?
yeah. Until we were on the bus on our way to church camp.
No, you got it mixed up.
Yeah, nuh-uh.
Yeah.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah, okay, just keep going. I'll tell you if you're wrong.
We were on our way. Okay, we had saw each other, but not really had a conversation or spoke like a true conversation until. And sorry, the dogs are barking. They're outside because they're still wet. Until we were on the bus on the way to church camp. 100%. We didn't have a real true conversation. And then I started talking to you, but you thought I was talking to Jewel. And I was like, no, I'm not talking to Jewel, I'm talking to you. And then I think I was dating Cassie at the time.
You got these two different church camps mixed together into one.
I don't remember things very well.
Okay, well, I'll tell you how it went. I remember the first time I saw you, your hair was like down here. It was the first time I ever went to that church, and you were standing in the doorway of Rise Up staring at me. But I couldn't stare at you back really because I couldn't see your eyes, and I remember thinking it bothered me. I was like, why is he staring at me?
I don't know if I was staring at you.
You were standing there staring at me. Ooh. Okay, anyways.
It always looks good after the shower.
Anyways, and we had never talked before, but I had heard of this Eric Travis, and I'd seen him. I'm like, he's kind of
Because
cute.
I dated your friends.
Oh, yeah.
Well, one of them. Just one.
Yeah, but the other one thought you were dating her, and then the other one thought you were dating her, and then it was a big cat fight. And I remember being at Wendy's when they were fighting about it. It was funny. Everybody liked him. And I always pretend like I didn't like him.
No, not everybody.
Everyone from the school that I was from.
Well, yeah,
liked.
a lot of Conway girls like me.
Yeah, and I liked him, but I was like too good for you. Like, not really, but I was too good, cool to date.
Anyway.
You
remember the first part of this story way better than I do.
And then, okay, a year later, we went to crash camp, and that was when I got like my life. But anyways, then we go to crash camp. I had my first conversation with him there, but he was dating Cassie then, but he wasn't talking to her, and I remember her venting to me about it, and then John Perkins was talking to her, and you weren't talking to her, and it was a big confusion. And I was just like trying to keep my mind on Jesus, because my life was changed, and then all of a sudden, I was sitting in like third row of crash camp, and he was sitting in front of me, and then he just started talking to me, and I was sitting by Lauren and Josie or something like that, but I didn't really know them. And Eric was talking to me after that. I just remember thinking he was really cute, and you were kind of flirting with me, and I remember being like, "You're dating Cassie." But anyways, then a year later, we went to.
I don't know if I was dating her at that point. I remember that.
You were. Oh wait.
I broke up with her before that.
Well, you were dating her at church camp.
I was for a little bit, but then I dumped her because I was like, I don't want to be dating because John. I enacted the bro code with John and said, see if she's a cheater.
Girl, you look too good. You can't wear that. Those pants with those shoes.
Yeah,
here, hold on.
You might make Jared jealous.
Look at that. Woohoo!
Pose so you make your thumbnail. And most guys will understand what you do is you go to a friend of yours who.
Oh, I know what you did.
Who, like, you know that they know that you're friends but not like close friends. You always have those friends that you're really close with that you don't act close with, so you can do this. And then you say, hey,
your best friend though, right?
Yeah. And you say, hey, can you text her and see if she will flirt with you or do whatever? It's kind of like an evil thing to do.
Did you ever do that to me?
No, I didn't have it done to you. For some reason, I trusted you. I don't know. I mean, over 2 years now, I trusted you. But she was flirting like hardcore with John, like over text. And he was like showing me the text and stuff. And he had never been to church camp, but like he's like, oh, this is boring or whatever. And I was like, look, I'll make it interesting. Do this for me. And so he does this for me. I figure this out. And I'm pretty sure I broke up with her before I started flirting with other people. Because I really was hurt that she was doing that.
The kind of flirting that you did, though, wasn't like a dude bro like flirting. It was like a genuinely sweet guy. And I was like, oh. I just remember you were sitting on the front row and you were like, arm was back and you're like, hey. Or something like that. It was really kind of cheesy. It was like, you're cute.
Oh, what, 14-year-old me?
14.
7 years ago?
Anyways, so I was dating this one boy at the time. And God was like, you best break up with him. He's not good for you. So I broke up with him on the 27th of June. And God was like, do not date anybody for a while. So a year passes. We're going on the 27th of June the next year. And we go to Forward, which is like a conference in Atlanta. And he was there. And Carissa and Jewel and I were late getting... Yeah. Carissa, Jewel, and I were late getting on the bus. Like, we were the last people to get on the bus because we were getting ready and we were stupid. To go.
And Jewel back in the day would, like, just...
She was a slow poker.
She was real slow. She's still
sorry,
Jewel, but you're still a little slow.
Okay,
unless you're playing Sombra, but then...
We get on the bus, and I was normally sitting in the front because I was one of those goody, like, sit in the front so the people think you're good. And he was a sit in the back person with his friends. And I was like, oh, there's only one spot left in the back. And Carissa sat by somebody else. So Joel and I sat in the back, and it was John Perkins, Alex Carter, Eric, and then this other guy, Simon, I think. He was funny. Anyways, so we were Simon Bauer. He went to Conway, and he was really funny. Anyways.
I don't remember him, but I do remember my boy Alex. Still friends with him. He graduated this year.
He's cool.
Great kid.
And anyways, I think I sit by the window. Joel sits on the outside, and then there's like this seat beside us with like a bunch of backpacks and stuff. And Eric and John and all them were behind us. And Eric goes and sits scooches in by all these backpacks and stuff and starts talking to us. And I thought he was talking to Jewel because everybody flirted with Jewel at the time. I was like, there's no way he was flirting with me. And then Jewel was just kind of like looking at me like, why aren't you talking back to him? Like, he's talking to you. And I don't remember the conversation.
I do remember that you were like totally not listening to me, and I was like,
yeah, I didn't think you were talking
what the
to
heck?
me. I didn't think he was talking to me.
Well, I wanted to talk to you because you were my age, and I thought you were pretty. So I was talking to you, and you just like weren't paying attention.
I did not think that he was talking to me.
I was like, what the heck? So I kind of persevered through that because Jewel kind of had my back, bro, and was like,
I feel awkward. I was an awkward little bean. I didn't know. But I remember
I was smooth. I was smooth.
He was a little smooth. Like, he was. It makes me feel cringy to talk about this because I remember I was really awkward. But then we go to Wendy's, and I remember looking at his butt and being like, whew, I never looked at your butt, but dang. And
it's so abnormally large for a male.
Like it's mine. Don't look at it. It's not mine. But anyways,
I'm not gonna put my butt in.
Then we go to the service, and I just remember I wasn't thinking about Jesus. I'll be honest. I was like, why do I have a big crush on him all of a sudden? Like, I always kind of thought you were cute, but I just like, it just happened. And then that night, I talked to Ashley DeFonso. She was the first person I talked to about it, and I was like, Ashley, I have a huge crush on Eric all of a sudden. I don't know why. She's like, Kristen, that's really weird because I was like, I saw you guys talking, and I was like, whoa. Like, I had just had this big feeling that you guys were gonna get married. I was like, whoa, what? That's weird. I thought that was weird. I just had a crush on you, and I hadn't dated anybody.
Before we were even dating.
Yeah, I hadn't dated anybody in a year. And I was like, okay, well, then can I have his number? It was so gross. I'm sorry that I didn't just ask you. But she gave me his number, and then I texted him, and I was like, hey.
That's how it normally works.
And then he's like, hi, who's this? I was like, it's Kristen. And you're like, oh, smiling face or something like that. Then we talked it, and literally that night, he asked me out. He asked me out, and he was like getting ready to move to Kansas City. And I was like having this inner battle, like, should I date him, should I not? Because God told me not to, and then I did. So exactly a year later, I started dating him. He moves to Kansas City, and then we break up like a month later, just because like that relationship wasn't gonna end or
was
last.
so long, and we were so young. It just really wasn't the right time.
I was
as much as it could have been. I was very lazy, and I didn't like to put in work.
I literally remember asking him, I was like, how are we supposed to date if you're moving to Kansas City? And he was like trying so hard to get me to go out with him, and then he breaks up with me.
We dated one more time.
Like twice, well, we dated once and we talked another time.
Yeah. And
then we both just kind of, it didn't work. He started dating other girls, thought other girls were better than me, whatever. You're like, yeah,
it's weird.
God, if you don't want me to be with him, then fine. I really want to be with him, but instead of praying that I'll be with him, can you just please give me a boyfriend that will lead me closer to you and teach me how to be myself? Somebody who loves me for me. Then about a week later, we started texting again, and I told him I was going to Youth America College, which is a whole nother story. And he was like, what? Like, you are? I'm going too. And it was just really weird because he was supposed to go to KU, and I thought that's where he was going.
Alright, thank you guys for watching. Go ahead and like the video.